Hey, Shalom, Yasha'Allah, Shalom. All praise, Shalom. All praise to Yahweh, Hashem, Mashiach, Yahushua. I'm just going to give y'all a quick snack. If I have time, you know what I'm saying? I want to go in on dying for the truth or going hard for the truth. You know, giving your last, giving your all in the truth. So, you know, we in the last day, we in these last days, it's clear. And it's going to get tough, it's going to get hard. From low levels and high levels. Meaning, you know what I'm saying, you may be around your friends and family, and they may treat you wrong or treat you dirty because of your faith and your belief in this truth. Or you may be out on the highways and the byways, you know, bidding to the marriage, putting the word out. And, you know, you may be approached by officials, you know, try to take you in and arrest you. They may even beat you. You know, how people get shot in the back seem like every day. You know what I'm saying? You never know. So we got scoffers on here. So I'm gonna start off with Matthew 5 and 10. This is Matthew chapter 5 verse 10. It says, "Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven." So that's self-said. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake. Righteousness will be the word, right? So blessed are they that are persecuted for this doctrine, for this word, for the truth. And what does it mean to be blessed? First off, let me prove what righteousness is, because we got to use precept upon precept. This is Deuteronomy chapter 6 verse 25. "And it shall be our righteousness if we observe to do all the commandments before the Lord our God, as he hath commanded us." So, like the last scripture, Matthew 5 and 10, he said, "Blessed are they that are persecuted for righteousness' sake." And the righteousness, blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake. The righteousness is the law, statutes, and commandments, the doctrine, the truth, the word of God. And it says, "For theirs is the kingdom of heaven." Right? For theirs is the kingdom of heaven. If you're persecuted for this truth, you dying hard, putting your all into this truth, you know what I'm saying, you faithful to Yahweh Shai, then yours is the kingdom of heaven, out of the mouth of Christ, Yahweh Shai, our King. Let's prove what blessed is. Revelation chapter 22 verse 14. "Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life, and may enter in through the gates into the city." So a lot of people, especially in Christianity, they walk around saying they blessed. Like, you know what I'm saying? They really believe and feel they blessed. But this is Revelation, the last book in the Word, the last book in the Holy Bible, and the last chapter. It says, "Blessed are they that do his commandments." So they deceiving themselves because they're not keeping no commandments. They still eating pork, right? They still turning up on the Sabbath, and then, you know what I'm saying, take their wicked ass to church the next day. They not blessed. They deceiving themselves. Blessed are they that do the commandments. And it says that they may have right to the tree of life and may enter in through the gates into the city. That's the only way you're going to get the kingdom of heaven. Right? But I was just proving what it means to be blessed. So, blessed are those that's getting the kingdom of heaven and those that are persecuted for this word. Right? Check out another precept. Acts. It's Acts chapter 14, verse 22. It says, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must, through much tribulation, enter into the kingdom of God. So, being a Hebrew Israelite, being in the truth, keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, you will go through tribulation. It says much tribulation. And I'm going to prove that too. You know, it's in Sirach as well. Sirach 2. This is Sirach chapter 2, verse 1. It says, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Right? Temptation doesn't necessarily have to be lust. It can be tribulation itself. It can be persecution. You know what I'm saying? It can be whatever the Most High sends your way to see if you're sincere and truthful about this word. To see if you really want the kingdom of heaven. If you're really going to be a prisoner and a servant for him. Especially in these last days. So I'm going to read that again. In Acts 14. Acts chapter 14, verse 22. It says, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith. Right? So, you know, you got Hebrew family, brothers and sisters in this truth. We're supposed to exhort one another. You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to lift them up. You know what I'm saying? Keep them on the right track. You know what I'm saying? Call them up. You know, give them some motivation to continue in this faith, to continue in this truth, because in the end, it's all going to pay off. Right? So it says, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must, through much tribulation, enter into the kingdom of heaven. So notice it said we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of heaven. So you're not alone if you're going through tribulation. You're not alone if you've been tempted. You're not alone if you know what I'm saying, being persecuted. Like we all gonna have to go through it at some point. All right, we all going through it. We all have the same experience as far as being in the truth and having to go through something in order to be proven by the Most High through the Son, our King, Yahushua. Right? Let me give y'all another one. It's James chapter 1, verse 12. It's one of my favorite scriptures. It says, blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord hath promised to them that love him. Right? So, blessed, we know what blessed is, keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. It's the man, and blessed are those that will receive the kingdom of heaven, that are keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. So it says, blessed is the man that endureth. So in these last days, we got to endure. You know what I'm saying? We got to put on the armor. We got to put on our spiritual garments. You know what I'm saying? We got to prepare ourselves for temptation. We got to always be ready. We got to keep a circumspect mind. All right? Because that's the only way we're going to endure. So it says, blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord hath promised to them that love him. Right, so if you're out on the highways and byways, you know what I'm saying, and you got scoffers coming up and trying to fight you, you know what I'm saying, people want to persecute you for bringing the truth out, demons and whatever, you know what I'm saying, you have to endure it. You have to endure that. You got to prevail. You got to, you know what I'm saying, prolong. You got to make it through that. Because when you try and you stand bold as a lion, you know what I'm saying, the Most High will bless you with that crown of life, and you're Most High willing to receive the kingdom of heaven. Right? So, yeah, Matthew 10. Matthew chapter 10 and verse 38. It says, well, I'm gonna start at Shlakia. 32. Matthew chapter 10, verse 32. For whosoever therefore shall confess me before men, him will I confess also before my Father which is in heaven. Right, so you have to confess Yahushua. you have to confess that he's, you know what I'm saying, he's the true and living God, or our true and living God, our King. You know what I'm saying? That he's real. That all these prophecies in the Bible will happen or has happened. That this word is true. You got to confess. Then Yahweh Shai will confess that to the Father, Abba Yahweh. Right? I'll give you an example. You may be in class. I'll give you an example that I've experienced myself. I'm in class and everybody going around talking about their birthday. When were you born? When were you born? People saying, I was born this day. I was born in October. I'm a Scorpio. Oh, I was born in I don't get caught up in that stuff. But they got to me and they said, when was you born? And I told them straight up, like, I don't do that stuff. I don't get caught up in that stuff. I don't believe in that stuff. And they said, okay, well, when were you born? I said, I don't believe in that stuff. I don't partake in none of that stuff y'all talking about. You might as well not even ask me. And they said, okay, well, you can just tell us where you were born at least. I said, all right, just so they can leave me alone. I said, I was born March 1st. And said, oh, you're Pisces. I was like, man, I just told you I don't do that stuff. But so you have to confess, you know what I'm saying? You have to confess Yahweh Shai before men. So that situation, you got to confess, like, look, that's against Yahweh Shai. That's not serving the Most High. That's that horoscope. That shit is it ain't got nothing to do with the Most High. It's actually contrary to the Most High. So that would be confessing Yahweh Shai before men. And the Father, and you'll be acknowledged by the Father through that. Right. So verse 33, but whosoever shall deny me before men, him will I also deny before my Father which is in heaven. Right. So the example I just gave, like, say you know the truth, but you still, choose to participate. Like they get around, I use myself as an example, they get around to me and I say, oh, I was born in March 1st. I'm a Pisces. Yeah. I have this and that characteristic. I have these traits and attributes. As a Pisces. You know what I'm saying? That's not confessing. That's not confessing Yahweh Shai before men. That's actually confessing Satan before men. Right? Verse 34. It says, think not that I am come to send peace. Well, that's going into something else. But I'm gonna go down to verse 38. It's Matthew chapter 10, verse 38. And he that taketh not the cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me. Right? So if you're not ready, if you're not willing to serve the Most High, if you're not ready to go through tribulation, trials, persecution, temptation, if you're not ready for that, the Most High said you're not worthy of me. Right? Because in the world, men will go through all of that for a woman. Right? For Eve. Men will go through all that for Eve. They even say it. I'll go around the world. I'll go to the moon and back for you, baby. You know what I'm saying? And they actually mean that stuff. But you can't do this for Christ. Right? You can't put your life on the line for the Father Abba and the Son, our King Yahweh Shai. Right? You're not worthy of the Most High. You can't do that. Verse 39, he that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it. So coming into this truth, you gotta lose your life. You gotta put your past away, and then you'll find your true life, your true purpose, which is to be a servant and a prisoner of Yahweh Shai, or of Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai. Right? And you know what I'm saying? That's. You can also say, he that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loses his life for my sake shall find it. And that can go into persecution as well. You know what I'm saying? Some people really gonna lose their life for this word and for this truth. Those are martyrs, right? Let me get a precept, Revelation 2 and 10. Some people gonna really lose their life. Some people gonna be tried and, you know what I'm saying, be redeemed. And some people gonna really have to die for this truth. But I would, me personally, I would rather die for this truth. You know what I'm saying? That would be a great ending. This is Revelation chapter 2, verse 10. It says, "Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life." Right? So the Most High is going to try those that really say they love God, those that say they fear God. The Most High is going to try them. Right? The Most High really going to try them to see if they sincere about this, to see if they really mean what they say. Because a lot of people, they confess things with their lips, but they do not show actions. So the Most High going to prove them. He's going to try them through the fire. He said he's going to have tribulation for 10 days. 10 days, it can be more than 10 days. It can be less than 10 days. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the Most High want to put on you. Until you bend, or until you break, or until the Most High sees that you're sincere. It says, "Be thou faithful unto death." So meaning you may have to die. You may lose your life for this truth. But you got to be prepared, you know what I'm saying? You got to already know these things may happen. If you don't understand the word, if you're not reading, if you don't know these scriptures, then when the time comes, you know what I'm saying, you may have a gun to your head. And you may have a choice, you know what I'm saying? Either you get the bullet in your head, or you confess that you're not going to serve Yahweh anymore. Right? That Yahweh is fake. And some people, they gonna take the easy route. When I say the easy route, they gonna confess that Yahweh is not real. Right? They gonna bend, they gonna break. But if they knew this word, if they knew that it said in here that many will have to suffer and go through tribulation and some might die, then they would know, you know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and take that bullet, because you'll get the crown of life. Right? I think I got two more. Matthew 24. Just Matthew chapter 24, verse 13. It says, "But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved." Right? Until the end, you gotta endure. That's that word again, endure. Endure through trials, tribulation, persecution. You know what I'm saying? You may have to endure through the famine of the word. Canada already, you know what I'm saying, they going into that famine of the word. China, they're already into that. Right? It's going to hit America soon. But we got to endure through all. Martial law. You know what I'm saying? It's already hit in Venezuela and South America. It's already, you know what I'm saying? All these things are already taking place, and it's soon to hit America. But you have to endure until the end. All right? Let me read again. "But he that shall endure until the end, the same shall be saved." So the Most High gonna put you through that fire. You know what I'm saying? He gonna try you as gold is and silver. All right? He gonna see if you're sincere and truthful about your words. Right? You gonna see what actions you put forward. Most High gonna try you. You gotta be prepared, Israel.
Running, bro.
It's Philippians chapter 1, verse 14. "And many of the brethren in the Lord, waxing confident by my bonds, are much more bold to speak the word without fear." So definitely in the last days, with all the chaos going on and everything popping off, the word must still go out. You know what I'm saying? People still must have to confess that Yahweh is the true and living God over all these false and fake gods and these false doctrines and religions. And it must be spoken boldly, without fear. Without fear that you're going to be persecuted. Without fear that you're going to be cast into prisons. Right? Without fear that you might lose your family. Right? You can't have no fear in these last days. Right? It's 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 13. There had no temptation taken you but such as is common to man. But God is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it. So, you know what I'm saying? Some people, they're going to be tried. Some people going to die for this truth. But then again, some people, they may not have to. The Most High going to redeem them. Right? He said, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it. So some people, Most High going to redeem, you know what I'm saying, from being persecuted for the truth. But the ones that are persecuted, the ones that will die for the word, you know what I'm saying, those are martyrs. Right. This Matthew chapter 5, verse 11. It says, blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake. So that's self-said as well. It says, blessed are ye. You know, blessed, the ones keeping the law, statutes, commandments, the ones that's faithful, you know what I'm saying, sincere in the truth. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake. It's a blessing because that means you're doing something right. What's the saying? Must be doing something. I got haters. Must be doing something right. Must be doing something good. I got haters. It's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? They get that from the scriptures. It says, blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake. Right? They're saying all this, but at the end of the day, they're talking about the Most High and the Son, Yahweh Shai.